Hey everybody, Harry Newhand here. Thanks for joining me tonight. Glad you can make it. I know most of you are going to see this on a replay, but that's okay. We're here on our weekly show. Appreciate you joining me here tonight. So last week we talked about working the calendar and taking advantage of the last quarter, building momentum into the first quarter, which is the biggest. January is the biggest month of the year, which sets up the first quarter. The first quarter of the year sets up the whole year. And the momentum that you take into the busiest month in the first quarter will carry you all year long, depending on the magnitude of your momentum. So that's why I said, pour it on now, crank everything up. Whatever you're doing, do more of as much as you can. Work through the holidays to take advantage of the calendar. So now, to go along with that is the messaging. Are you using the right messaging? What messaging are you using to prospect? What messaging are you using to look for customers and or business partners, distributors? What's your messaging, and what are you doing? What are you saying in your emails, in your posts, in your prospecting reach out touches? What is your message that you're saying? Now, I keep a Word document and I try different things. I learned a long time ago. In fact, I learned it from Jay Abraham, one of the most brilliant mastermind marketers in the history of marketing. And if you haven't heard of him, look him up. He's phenomenal. But 30 some years ago, I bought one of his courses, and he talked about testing. It's important to test. You don't want to send the same message out to everybody and wait for a response. You take a portion of your prospecting and you test different phrases, test different comments, test different posts, and you test to find out which one resonates the most and which one's getting you the response that you're looking for. Once you get one, that's the one that you run with. That's the one that's, you try to test three different ones, whichever one's giving you the best response, then you can mass send it out. But you always want to test. Keep testing what you're saying. So what's your message that you're saying in your prospecting? Are you prospecting? Are you prospecting online? LinkedIn, Alignable, TikTok, Clubhouse. What method of social media are you prospecting in online? Are you prospecting offline? What is it that you're saying? The reason I'm bringing this up is because we've got the holiday season coming up here. In 10 days, we've got Thanksgiving. It's coming in on a Thursday, week from this Thursday. And we're going to be around a lot of family. We've got family coming in, family going, and you're going to have opportunities to communicate your product and or business with people that you normally don't see or people that you may see once in a while. And so having the right messaging is important. Now, here, I'll give you a secret. This here is one of the mistakes that most salespeople make, most professional salespeople make. Even the ones making big money, they make this mistake. And I'm going to share this with you, so I believe it's a mistake. I'm going to share this with you because if you understand this and you practice this, it could double and triple and more your results in prospecting, your results in sales. And here's the tip, here's the hint, here's the strategy. When you're talking about your business and or opportunity and or product or service, here's the key is try to understand what their challenge is. Understand them. Understand what they're going through. Understand what they need. Understand what their needs are. Understand what their pain points are. It's more important that you understand where they're at before you share with them what you've got. If you go into the process, into the prospecting, into the presentation, if you go into trying to get them to understand you first, it's a losing battle. So I'll give you an example. You're meeting somebody at a family event and, hey, how's it going? What are you doing? What's going on? Are you still in this business? Are you still in that business? Find out how your product and service, you should know by that short conversation, how it could affect them. If you're in the nutrition industry, how's your energy level? Are you tired? Are you exhausted like so many people this time of year? Find out what their pain points are. Understand what they're going through. Are you able to keep up with the crazy hectic schedule? understanding where they're at, and where they're coming from, and what position they're in, and letting them know. So, and say it. Say, listen, I can understand exactly what you're going through. And this is where you master the art of telling testimonials, master the art of telling stories, and how other people that you do business with were in that situation, or even yourself. Listen, I understand exactly where you're going, where you're at, what you're going through. Let me tell you about Mary. She's going through the same thing, and I showed her this opportunity, and she's been able to part-time earn an extra $500 to $1,000 a month on a regular basis, and it solves so many of their financial problems. It could be something that might hold some interest for you. If you go about the messaging in the point of understanding where their pain points are first, understanding what they're going through. Because here's the thing. People want to buy from you. People want to buy. Buyers are buyers. They just don't want to be sold, or they don't want to feel like they've been sold to. So understanding that people want to buy, they don't want to be sold to, they want to be understood. So do you truly understand what they're going through? Do you understand where they're at? Do you understand what their situation is? Truly get to the point where they believe that you understand where they're at before you dump your presentation, product, or service in the forefront. If you go from that position, your results will magnify tremendously. Because again, people want you to understand what their pain point is. They want you to understand what they're going through. That's why they ask you, how's it going? Great, how's it going with you? Oh, let me tell you, I got this pain in my leg. I've got to go for an MRI. I'm behind on my bills. Whatever this story is, whatever their situation is, they will feed you the information that you want to parlay that into how your product, service, or opportunity can benefit them. But if you go with the benefits first without finding out what their pain points are, you're shooting blanks. Because what you're saying may not be the solution to their problem. You're shooting in the dark. But letting them explain it to you, understanding where they're at, this opens the door for you to deliver a more refined message that they can relate to. So hopefully this helps you out. Last thing here I want to share with you. By the way, getting this point tripled and quadrupled my income tremendously. Finding out what they want, understanding them first. Last thing I want to share with you is December. By the way, I've built my career on helping people with messaging. So if you need help with messaging, reach out to me and do a free strategy session. I'd be more than happy to share with you some ideas on how you can promote your product and service when you meet around family, friends, and prospects through the holidays and, of course, this week. But on December 3rd, I mentioned it last week, mark in your calendar, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, I'm doing a half-day workshop, 3.5 to 4 hours workshop on many different areas of building your direct sales business, your network marketing business, from prospecting to handling objections to invitation to the art of promotion. So many pieces to the puzzle, using the support tools and the support system. Getting this information, getting this training, you will walk out of there with such a clearer picture on overcoming your biggest challenges that you're faced with and getting better and better and better. And then there's also an opportunity for you to get the recording of the training, and we got a special VIP Q&A session afterward. So look for the registration page. We're putting it together right now. It's going to be a free class, December 3rd, Saturday, 12 noon Eastern Time. Put it in your calendar now, because when the registration page comes out, I don't want you to have anything booked. So block that time out. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have fun, and it's going to be awesome. Something you'll be able to save and review over and over and over again. The information I'm going to share with you has been worth millions to not only me, but many people that I've worked with and trained. So anyway, thanks for your time today. Look forward to having a great week. Get your messaging down. Understand your prospects, where they're at and what they're going through before you share with them what you've got to help them through it. We'll talk to you guys next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.